Very awesome. And when it comes to YouTube, demonetized Viper, but yeah, basically she could still post, but she wouldn't be able to make any money for it. So our revenue from YouTube went from 500,000–600,000 a month to zero. YouTube that it has to do with content guidelines and violations of terms of service.
We have a creator responsibility guidelines policy where if creators have off-platform behavior or there's off-platform news that could be damaging to the broader creator ecosystem, you can be suspended from our monetization program.
Demonetization is basically like a big punishment. YouTube has only done this for really the most controversial content creators. Here's the problem with these platforms. It's really not until the media draws attention to something that they take action. After this lawsuit files, things begin to crumble. Major brand deals start falling apart, brands pulling out. Any content creator that's at the center of a controversial scandal. Due to the lawsuit, they have had to diversify. She has been looking for other avenues. When I say she, Tiffany, has been looking for other avenues to monetize her child. She retreats onto these other platforms like Snapchat. Snapchat is a platform that's very different than these other social media because there's no comment section. So they can just post, monetize, and expand it there. I will a website called Brand Army. And Brand Army is often where it's only bands, but it doesn't do nudity. On Brand Army, you can be as young as 13 to actually create content on there. But in order for people to subscribe to the content, they get it. Brand Army is a website that is allowing adults from I don't know how website justifies it. I don't know how it is legal. But like this is the thing in the digital world today, and honestly, it just makes me feel sick to my stomach.
A lot of young influencers have recognized that there is actually a market to sell. Meta did its own investigation into this phenomenon and determined that a lot of these users who were paying for this extra material were user-led indicators. Cyber stalking, there has been stories of physical stalking, and a lot of scary things more than that. Exploit them. It's extremely wrong. It's something that should not even be available to them because they are not developed enough to make these decisions. I heard this from paper seeing her on something that in the paper that I knew that is absolutely not what she wanted.
At the time, I know a lot of times they would use me as a regular photo shoot, and then you would have like from a friend's for the Brand Army page, and one time she told her, "Come on, paper, you need to get Brand Army mode on," and the paper kind of like bent over and put her butt out and like started touching her body, and it's very like sexual.
is still operating, it boggles my mind.
The Beijing.
And it boggles my mind because shortly after the lawsuit, the FBI.
Are you good? Still got the crown?
There have been FBI visits with, I think, every case in this lawsuit. They have our entire files. They have our inventory. There's police reports in multiple districts around LA. But we're not really getting any answers. The information that I received from the FBI agent was they won't try a case unless they know they have a smoking gun and they know that they'll win the case. So I don't know. That's the last I heard from the FBI agent, and that's the last I heard from the detective. The government has meaningful rights to the this industry. They still take this industry as a joke. Lawmakers are up to 70 to 80 years old. They don't take this world seriously at all.
You have convinced to build, to give up all their personal information in exchange for industry. That's pretty much a good job. Somehow we characterize it.
For them to try to make this industry what they trying to call it fix you. Until we start taking this industry seriously, until we start doing influencing as leaders, these kids are screwed. I'm working to protect child there's so many different layers. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about doing it as work, especially for the kids, it's very much not a hobby for many of these influencers. It is a job, and it's okay because it's the primary or even the income for these families. That has the potential to place an undue burden on these children to create content. It can become a huge pressure as a kid to know that they're going to make the next time. And I a hard dynamics. For a child to be victim of like cash cow and family. And as a relief once generating income for the family for all of these years, that one might argue, Tiffany might argue that well she was the momager and she's entitled to something, but that doesn't negate the fact that all of that something is based on exploiting the dog. Laws right now in America are starting to catch up.
Today, the governor signed 2 laws ensuring child influencers aren't taken advantage of, thanks to former child star and singer Demi Lovato.
That is enabling California does have a relatively high population of child influencers is starting to make those first steps towards change.
You good, bro?
I just hope that that starts tomorrow.
Let me change my over. same outfit.
But also the set leaders regulating work hours and checking and making sure that these families are following best practices and teaching their children.
It's not as a person, but now there's often something of it.
And they still want to be regulate something and I would love to be wrong, but I don't know how to do it. If you want to like regulate not a monster into somebody's backyard or living room while mom and dad are taking care of their kids, I find don't think it's possible.
People at the top of the scale completely unchecked for so long, it feels like trying to put a genie back in the bottle. But there are things we can do. We really just need to educate people, we need to change culture, we need to explore around parenting.
Honestly, like you want to know where the responsibility lies. Parents cannot allow children to be put in a position where they can be exploited or harmed. And when it comes to like kids displaying their personal lives for any audience, and people can be asked themselves, is it really okay for my child's vulnerabilities to be displayed to random strangers?
Would you recommend it to my children or my grandchildren? Probably not. But do I think that there's a safe way we can approach curating a process that's much safer? Absolutely.
The fundamental problem is a different problem.
What Tiffany and other generations of are part of what's the types of things. Talking about things and as I think but hope that the public will understand.
Spare program.
Definitely dive down. I feel it's really kind of draining and it's trying to go into everything, stop comments. So we've been presented with a number from but the reason why she wasn't happy was because she wanted to get on the stand and tell everyone in the court, the judge, the jury, what happened to her. She feels like Tiffany is still getting away with things, and I can't help but just put it out there. You know, we're getting the word out, and people are and that was our goal. We may be done with the lawsuit.
Opportunity away from being involved in my son's life. But yes, I still have to know that he's the one who is all of the things he still has his daughter and my son have
Tiffany is still very good. Still. Imagine a world where every time you do anything, tens of thousands of people can comment and criticize you. You never have the freedom to try things out and make mistakes. And what people don't remember is that that is a real child with real emotions who is now being devastated by the negative public attention. You have to think about that kid's well-being and about that kid's ability to figure out who they are in the world. I genuinely make it out. She doesn't even realize it right now. She thinks it's normal. So like, that's so sad. Her mom is in her ear all the time, and if she watches this right now, hey, none of us are dead. I burned, get out. So, especially having somebody nice to me.
What? Is it rhythm?
I knew there had to be a mechanism for winding a chain. Right. That's an actual thing that people have built in an actual thing. It
All And suddenly, you want to hit.
Church is more about inspiration than its hardscape. Local truths.
The gold dead crap.
Especially if you want to go over levels. Oh, sorry. What?
Where's your head? Do you think we need a new sanctuary?
Well,
How? Religion. If that is, it's me.
I agree. Needed make
So if you look at our finances, year to date,
some headaches and so forth. Stress related.
Yeah, got it. Except
I can see all my tricks.
well, you tell her that she's feeling better. Especially.
So,
Sure, I can trust you to alone. Well, nice.
Dandy. Or in the car. What exactly was it that you had in mind? No, no, it's. I love it. Mexico, she had. It hurt me a lot, but I want to do that to her. So it really be unfair to her, especially if I feel the same way about you that I do about her. So,
I was just looking at your and certainly don't want you or your marriage. All I wanted to do was but I won't mention it again.
you know,
I feel so humiliated. It's probably what you were looking for. What's next? I don't know. Something more transcendent. It's the roasted. What exactly did you say? What? Very low. And any contents in the car. I mean, and he kissed me. Right on the lips. It wasn't exactly conditional. It wasn't a really kiss on the nose. Well, the kids all the time. You don't. I make the things that you have. Because when I gave myself the next time I take it to bed, I was just like, it's okay. Please forget it. Well, what do you expect to do about it?
Yeah, I get you. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. What is it? I mean, like, I know what Dragon Ball Z is, but what is Kakarot? Is it like a fighting game?
remember I told you I had at Midwestern University,
Which you turned down.
it turns out I reconsidered. But it was pointed out that the ship doesn't make offers like this. It's top balls.
Well, it's like 200 miles away. You're this fiction won't change. No, he won't be here. It has been replaced.
What possibly great? Somebody can get new sanctuary. You are the wrong man to talk to here, Jack. That is not true. You have sugar and cherry.
Hello? Hey.
My tires. Jeff. Like that. So much to talk a little more about what we were for.
Okay.
Well, how let's talk. Okay. Meet you there. Bye. Yeah.
Heroin.
You took
Cat.
every sandwich is one thing.
I suppose yours didn't need nothing about
I
it.
mean it what? If I had an affair with them, still would take out my garbage.
Finish right now. Wanting to settle for it.
Sorry. Show up for me. Not. They can say the right thing. Bang into whatever's on their mind. That's somebody lost it. It's not made up. Hi. Hi.
Oh, that is so sweet.
That's just worrying now.
Jack.
Hope you both become straight.
Didn't you know? Well, Wichita Falls is fairly complex at Jack. Go about replacing her. I belong to the Sergeant Church.
No, awful.
Awful. That's kids now. Take more.
I don't need it.
He was a champion on the chair and that's what
Myself that you ever found out. Devastating.
There's a person in there.
Decide whether or not to go.
Yeah.
Think that?
I think so.
Nope. Yeah, it was a sniper. What up, chat? That's that dude.
Yeah, I know. You just can't be.
If you don't do it perfectly pretty soon, you'll never be able to live up to the expectations I have.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I haven't thought about that. Just one more. Very good. Sorry. I will.
Well,
Yeah.
if I were about to put some town for whatever reason, I would like to get too involved than it is. And it could be
Ah!
protection, the environment, and we should always be
Agree.
all says hotel food will be the only the days that we need, so we just and I'll also be in charge of camera so just all the time.
So, she said the 12.
It's
I think so. The stick of truth. All right, hey, I gotta go for. I'll be back on later. I know y'all don't have school tomorrow, so all right.